is there a danger that we confuse knowledge with skill when we're assessing resource capabilities?
So yeah, okay. So in you're looking at.
So you're talking about auditing a team basically.
Yeah.
So skill is one thing, knowledge is another.
Absolutely, yes.
So the scoring system was, and also kind of links to the second point, was about who scores. Is it self-scoring, and how do you is that a good test to get people to self-score?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's debatable, right? But I think it's on this. I think I would say if someone's own perception is a low score, then whether that's true or not, you have some information there, right? That okay, that person is not confident or for some reason. Well, of course, you can't know that, right? Because really, what's their real true ability? You can't really know this. So I'm not sure how you would. I mean, it's not like you're going to make them pass a test, right? But so let me ask you back to you. When you say knowledge, what do you mean by knowledge? Do you mean the true skill, or do you mean knowledge from a different perspective, like the knowledge of the product or knowledge of the domain? Or?
Well, I think one thing is to say, "Oh, I know about Agile," and another thing is actually putting it into practice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, and sorry, because I work from a training background.
Yeah.
It's just if we're talking about risks and assumptions, then this is something that and then I guess it links up to your point about learning strategies. If we're not asking the questions and grilling people about actually their levels of skills, etc., then it could present a problem further down the line, I guess.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's another aspect to Inception, I think, for me, which is the team building. And when I say team building, I don't mean going to play mini golf or going for a meal, which is often what team building seems to mean sometimes. We'll just have a social activity to get to know each other. That you're not really building a team at all by doing this. You're just having a social event, right? So I think that there is a journey to build the team, right? And so to make explicit whose skills is best, who's best at what, and it's a long journey. I'm not sure you could do this in just a short time before a project starts, right? But getting the right people for the team, for the project, that's a big question, I suppose. And I'm not sure. Yes.
I was going to say that I think the value in this skills matrix is not the scores. So, they're somewhat arbitrary, and to me, it wouldn't really matter if they're right or wrong. It's the conversations that you have is where you'll find the value, right? So, I mean, as soon as you've written those scores down, they're almost meaningless, but hopefully it will generate some really valuable conversations. And then you can forget about the scores. It's just a way of facilitating.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. You can see, like, if there's a lot of one on one, like making tea, there's a lot of one, let's say. Okay, if making tea is really a big thing in your team, then what are you going to do about it, right?
Yeah.
If it's a technical skill, okay, let's do a lot of pair programming when that comes along, for example, or whatnot, right? But it gives some data for the team to kind of self-organize, right? Otherwise, we talk about self-organization of teams, but how? How, if it's just hey, you have a backlog, go and code. On what basis do you self-organize? Okay?
I think I like the point that you've made, Ian, about it opens up a conversation. I think the tea analogy is, I might know how to make tea, but I might make a crap cup of tea, and it's been a while since I've made one. So if it opens up the conversation and opens up the opportunity to try practicing it again, then I guess that's the start, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it gets people talking, and hopefully people are honest about areas where they're that they could learn more. So again, I think it's a conversation that could be useful.
Yeah.